Hello, and welcome to our daily devotion where we share this one thing from our Revised Common Lectionary for Tuesday, May the 26th. My name is Pam Maston. I'm one of the associate pastors here at First Presbyterian Church of Fort Lauderdale, and thank you for joining me today. One of the bright spots we've seen during our worldwide pandemic is that pets have been adopted and fostered. Families have been stuck at home and they have more time to train and take care of an animal. This is good news for our furry friends. I know our golden retriever has loved the extra attention and extra treats. Sandy, our golden retriever, is 14 and a half years old and has achieved equal status as a member of our family. Well, I wonder if it's not only the fact that now people have more time and can adopt a pet, but maybe people have been lonely all along and are looking for love and companionship in uncertain times. Well, why do people look towards dogs and cats for love? Well, in addition to the fact that our furry friends provide companionship and comfort, pets have been shown to lower anxiety and help people to feel calmer and more secure when the news from the outside world is distressing. Studies have shown the physiological changes that humans go through when they pet a dog. For example, lowering blood pressure. I actually witnessed the ministry of pet therapy in the hospital setting and saw how animals can heal our hearts. It not only helped our patients, it greatly improved the atmosphere for our team members, our medical professionals. Well, another benefit, a little closer to home, our golden retriever, Sandy, is oblivious to the fears of the pandemic. And she reminds us all to seek joy in the moment and to be calm and carry on. And she doesn't talk back. The reason I bring this up today is the unconditional love that pets can provide. And the text for today describes a particular kind of love. That is, the love of Christ. Now, please hear me. I'm not trying to compare the love of a golden retriever to the love of Christ. In his letter to the Ephesians chapter 3, Paul was trying to describe the love of Christ. How do we describe God's love anyway? This one thing for today comes from verses 17 and 18, with Paul's description of Christ's love for us. Paul's prayer for the Ephesians was that they, together with all the saints, would grasp how wide and how long and how high and how deep is the love of Christ. How wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ. Paul goes on to say that this love surpasses knowledge. We cannot comprehend this kind of love. Perhaps it's also a prayer that through our love for one another, we may grow to understand even more about Christ's love for us. That is, it's inclusive, inexhaustible, and self-sacrificing. This letter to the Ephesians was spread from church to church over time and is directly applicable for a more general audience, even for an audience such as YouTube or Facebook. In Ephesians, Paul prays that our relationships and choices, our intentions and attentions, will grow out of love and be built on the foundation of our closeness with God. So, how do we make this real? I think we do have a responsibility, and we can take our cue from Paul's letter here. Paul wrote down his prayer for the Ephesians and for us, and is a great reminder to pray for spiritual growth and maturity. Using this passage, this prayer from the 3rd chapter of Ephesians, verses 14 to 21, we can pray it every day, and we can also pray for one another. Following Paul's lead, let's pray that we and others may grow in intimacy with God. Pray this prayer for our family members, friends, or colleagues who are struggling or suffering. This pandemic in addition to adopting a pet, is a perfect time to dedicate or rededicate ourselves to the daily spiritual discipline of prayer. And as Paul wrote to the Ephesians, may you, my friends, live full lives, full in the fullness of God. And remember how wide, how long, how high, and how deep is the love of Christ. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you tomorrow.